Yo, what's up, everybody? That is English for what's up, everybody. All right, so I've tried to make this video probably 5 times, and so now I'm actually going to finish making it. Russell J. Gould, Postmaster General of the world. Yes, I have my claim of the life, and I wanted to give an update. I know people that have watched my other videos have said, when are you doing an update? When are you doing an update? And again, I think I've done this video 5 times. And anyhow, 4 of those times I did upload the video and YouTube took them down. So I don't know if it's because of the name Russell J. Gould. I have no idea. That would be a guess though. So then the 5th time I just didn't like how I did it. So anyhow, I have my claim of the life. What is it like? People want to know the next step of my journey so that obviously they might continue in their journey. So what is it like to have one? I don't know. I have it. And I think in another video I posted that I hope I never have to use it. But here's the issue that I have with having my claim of the life. Is the amount of knowledge that I'm going to need in order to really use it is life-changing. And you know, there's a lot of infighting going on and not real clarity as to who's on the up and up or who is, you know, actually a good tutor to find. You know, I have my friend that I've made that, you know, lives up in Canada, and you know, he's been helping me, you know, try to decipher all of this the best he can. But we've never really sat down and like gone over things. I don't know if he's in a position to be, you know, to be able to do that or not, but, you know, he and I can have conversations as friends, obviously. So that's kind of where I've been. I haven't done much with it because I feel like, in order for me to gain the knowledge and learn what really this is all about will take a lifestyle change. It's that big. It's that, the scope is that big on it. And I can't do that right now. Married, kids, opened up a new jiu-jitsu school. There's just been so much going on in my life right now that literally I probably have to come home every day and spend 4 to 5 hours. I think that would be what it would take in order for me to really try to finally grasp this. Now, that being said, I think the biggest part that I'm missing that's like really inspiring me, I guess, to move forward is the what now. So the what now video, meaning, David Windmiller, who again, everybody is saying, you know, don't listen to him. And, you know, he and Russell had that huge, when they parted ways, and, you know, everybody that is involved in the community that has reached out to me said, you know, don't listen to anything that David Windmiller has said, because he set up a lot of traps for those of us. You know, he said he's a 99th degree Freemason or whatever he is. So, you know, that always sets up a red flag for me when I hear that someone's in Freemasonry. But he knew all the rules. But anyhow, so with all the fighting going on, you know, it's disheartening. It's like you walk into a room of what you're told is the smartest people in the world, and all they're doing is yelling at each other. Makes you want to turn around and leave and go find a room that's much more peaceful, if that makes sense. But getting back, the what now video. David Windmiller said that, you know, whenever he drove his car, he would be delivering himself as the mail, and a police officer, don't quote me, but a police officer basically does not have the right to stop a vehicle that is delivering the mail. And don't quote me on that. It's very loose, but I remember that that's something that he said. So what does that mean to me? It means to me that if I get pulled over by the police, I don't have any knowledge in order to tell the police officer how I'm sovereign and you cannot stop me as a postmaster. I don't have the right script, or there's no video to really go over that. It's probably for legal reasons. But what that means now is that I have to do all that research in order for me to be able to confidently tell a police officer, I'm not interested in going into contract with you. Example, when he hands me a citation at the end of the visit. Do I sign it? If I do sign it, do I sign it with my quantum grammar autograph? If I sign it with my quantum grammar autograph, does that admit guilt? If I don't sign it, does that make me liable to be arrested there on the spot? Because I know some states do that. I'm in Nevada. So I don't have the answers to that. I haven't put in the time. My fault. I haven't put in the time to get the answers for that. So it's just things like that. There were a couple complaints that I had going on that has really taken the wind out of my sails with all of this. And, you know, I don't want to get negative, but I do want to point these things out. And disclaimer, I don't know Russell. I've never met him. I would really like to meet him. I'm sure everybody would like to meet him. Something that really has kind of bothered me was he did a video about putting out bounties on all the celebrities and politicians, and that was like, so, you know, I'm not sure. He's probably correct to be able to do that. But it's like, okay, so you want me to kill HRC, if you know who those, and then bring the evidence to you? Like, that was like really overwhelming. And I don't know if I agreed with that or how that would work. So that was interesting, I'll say. Another part is when he has his seminars, they're very expensive. And to the point where, you know, he hosts a seminar and he doesn't announce where it's going to be until really, really close to when the seminar is. And so what that means is now, instead of being able to buy a plane ticket, you know, at the like the 2-week minimum where you get a airfare that's, you know, doable, the announcement doesn't come until really soon to the actual event. And so that means your airfare is going to be, you know, quadruple the price. And then hotel and everything on top. So it's not just the fee for the seminar, which is very expensive, but, you know, the flight has to become very expensive. And so to me, like, I don't know. It's so much money that it's intimidating. Again, married, kids, we're traveling with sports teams, you know, I just don't have that kind of money to the point where I can tell my wife, hey, I'm going to go spend $4,000, you know. She'd be like, no, you're not. So anyhow, so I have my claim of the life. It hasn't affected my life in any negative way, as if to say, like, you know, did it take me out of the tax structure, and did it force me out of things? Did it force me out of my Social Security, the Social Security program, and all of that, which all of that I think is coming to an end, I think, so it doesn't really matter. But no, it didn't take me out of anything. Every piece of paperwork that I sign with my quantum autograph, and I do so that in case, if anything in the future, and I need to correct the wrongs that could happen in the future, everything is autographed by me in my quantum signature. So went to the DMV, got my quantum autograph. Excuse me. Went to the DMV and put my quantum autograph on a new driver's license. But, you know, I walked in there with my claim of the life and showed it to the gal that was behind the counter, and she looked at me like, I don't know what this is. I'm like, and that's kind of the big problem, is you can't use it in your everyday life because nobody knows what it is that you're dealing with them. So you're in this trap of that. And that's an issue. So it's in much of the same way that we know who Russell is and what he's done and who he is. But the elites, the cabal, the deep state running the world are able to ignore him, or they do everything they can to make who he is irrelevant. And so in their eyes, and in the actual world that we live in, not Russell's world, but in our world, he doesn't exist, or, you know, at least not to the point where we see it. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's the update that I wanted to do. Again, any questions, put them in the comment section. If you go to the comment section of my other videos, you see that I do answer them, and I am interested in anything constructive, any, you know, decent conversation. You know, any knuckleheads that come on there and say, you know, things knuckleheads say, you know, I ignore it. But I'm totally down for a a good conversation, or I'm totally down to learn something. So anybody in the quantum grammar community, you know, if you can address some of these issues that I said, but I'll end with this. I have not put in the time. It would take so much time that it would take a complete lifestyle change. You are either in this thing or you are not. It's like Mr. Miyagi said in Karate Kid. You karate yes, or you karate no. You karate maybe, squish like grape. That's very much this. You either quantum community yes, or quantum community no. You quantum community maybe, squish like grape with legal consequences. All right, guys, I hope that helps, and we'll see you on the next one.